the generations of Pokemon, there have been many pieces of technology that have helped Pokemon trainers through their journeys. A lot of this technology has revolved around helping the trainers progress through the games, help strengthen Pokemon, and has just made the trainer's life easier when it comes to keeping Pokemon safe and sound. Today, we will be taking a look at some of those nifty inventions that have really helped out Pokemon trainers with their top 5 Pokemon inventions. And when I mean we, I mean myself and TheAlgamist.
Hey guys, I'm TheAlgamist, Pokemon Theorist. I'm a big fan of the tech in Pokemon, so much so we also made a theory on my channel explaining Bill's inventions. But first, we've got a top 5 to do.
Ever since Generation 1, we have had technical machines, or TMs for short. TMs teach Pokemon moves that they are not able to learn via leveling up. TMs bring out a Pokemon's move pool by being able to teach them coverage moves for taking care of those type weaknesses. An example would be giving Ice Beam to Blastoise so it could have more coverage for its grass type weakness. TMs have the power to change the situation of a battle drastically, competitive, and playing through the games regularly. The way how TMs actually work though is a complete mystery. How does one Pokemon just put a disc on their head and just automatically learn the attack? Ah, the many mysteries of Pokemon.
Speaking of Pokemon mysteries, the power of evolution has always been a major study in the Pokemon world, and in Generation 4 this research came to a head with evolution-inducing technology. Porygon's upgrade was the flagship for this tech, a drive that when held during trading forces the Pokemon to evolve into a new species. In Gen 4 there were 3 similar devices: the Magmatizer to obtain Magmortar, the Electrolyzer to obtain Electivire, and the Dubious Disc to obtain Porygon 3. I mean Z. Porygon Z. Nothing went wrong here, no sir. All of these enabled their pre-evolutions to reach their full potential, a true testament to science overcoming the nature of Pokemon.
Generation 2 was probably one of the biggest improvements to Pokemon in terms of games being on the same handheld being the Game Boy. Generation 2 came with better graphics, animated sprites, and the introduction with coloration to the Pokemon handheld games. One thing was questioned though, whether or not the Generation 1 games would be compatible with the Generation 2 games. And the answer was definitely yes, with the help of the time capsule that Bill had created. With the help of the time capsule, players were able to trade and communicate with players using that time capsule. The time capsule literally let the player trade across time, even though the Generation 1 and 2 games are 3 years apart from each other. The fact that a machine could let players trade across time is absolutely incredible. Technology in the Pokemon world really is amazing, and Bill is a genius.
On the topic of Bill's inventions, every trainer relies on a very important one of his: the Pokemon Storage System. This system enables trainers to literally catch them all with its spacious storage. Not to mention it comes with instantaneous healing, colorful backgrounds, battle boxes, and hassle-free teleportation for when trainers' parties are full. Withdrawal mode for fast transactions, moving items independent of Pokemon, and deposit mode, for some reason. Everything a trainer needs in every Pokemon Center in the region. What could top that?
Ah, how could this item not be number 1? It's the item that allows trainers to capture and use their Pokemon in battles. I mean, for crying out loud, it's the item that revolves around the Pokemon slogan, "Gotta catch 'em all." This invention represents the Pokemon franchise as a whole. Trainers throw this ball, and they obtain some of the closest friends they have. Pokeballs bring Pokemon battles and anything Pokemon to the screen. Not to mention there are several types of Pokeballs that can be used depending on the type of situation the player is in. There is a Pokeball for almost every situation available, making Pokemon a lot easier to catch. Once that hat turns and you see the Pokeball thrown, you know you're experiencing Pokemon. This is honestly the best invention in Pokemon, hands down. Well, that pretty much wraps up our top 5 Pokemon inventions. All of these inventions have played a huge role in the Pokemon world, making trainers' lives easier and bringing out the true potential of Pokemon. What are some of your favorite inventions though? Share them with us in the comment section below. I also wanted to thank Algamist for helping me talk about some of these great inventions we have seen over the years.
Thanks for inviting me to help, Mystic. Like I said before, we made a theory on my channel about the storage system and other Bill inventions. To check it out, just click on the annotation or the link in the description. See you over there.
With all that being said though, I've been Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you in the future for more Pokemon content.